Good morning. I am Hélène Lamiel, and I am representing Arca-Dofta, and we would like today to discuss actions that the laboratory has taken to increase the security of PFCL in vitreoretinal surgery. As a background, you know that PFCL have been commercialized for now more than 30 years. We have approximately 250,000 of products sold every year, and they present specific advantage as a surgical tool because of their high tamponade force. They are purified perfluorooctane and perfluorodecaline. Because these products are chemically engineered, there is a non-criticality related to the manufacturing purification process, which may impact the clinical tolerance. Most products claim purity above 95%. Arcaline has a purity above 97% and Arcotan above 99%. These products are tested before being put on the market according to the medical device standard testing, ISO 10993. However, precise chemical characterization of each impurity is not routinely performed. What happened in 2015, 2014, and 2015 really shakes the community. The findings have been published in June by Pastor and colleagues on retina. They described the clinical event that occurred in more than 120 patients in Spain mostly, with perfluorooctane manufactured by Alaocta, and they also investigated the possible root cause. They identified two chemical agents, perfluoroacid and perfluoroalcohol, as toxic agents, and they found a close correlation with their actual concentration to cytotoxic effect. During the investigation, in parallel, manufacturers engaged their own scrutiny on their own manufacturing. So what Arca-Dofta did? We did a full review of all our vigilance reports from the beginning of the commercialization of our PFCLs, and we have not found case that has similar presentation to the acute toxicity found recently in these cases. Our rate of clinical event remains stable, 1/50,000, extremely low. We have developed extensive testing of historical batches covering the past 9 years on manufacturing retainer, searching specifically for toxic component, and there was no finding. We have subjected, like all manufacturers, our product to a blind test by independent university laboratory, IOBA. They use a specific developed innovative test focused specifically on tissular retinal toxicity, and the toxicity was detected with our product. Meanwhile, based on the learning that occurred after these events, we have increased the control of our raw material with developing tighter specification based on historical analytical batches data. We have developed, in addition to the regular testing, focused raw material and finished product analytical testing, gas chromatography, nuclear magnetic resonance on each batch. Last but not least, we have decided to implement additional systematic individual batch testing using the retinal biological toxicity testing developed by IOBA. We are subjecting each of our batch to 2 testing, retinal ganglional cell exposure and human retinal pigment epithelium exposure. The product needs to pass these 2 tests with no toxicity in order to be released. So we are implementing our batch release through no toxicity certificate, as you can see here. So in conclusion, while we have not observed the acute clinical toxicity with our product, we have used the findings to develop increased scrutiny on our PFCL security with both analytical method, but also with taking the approach to routinely test with specific organotoxicity and cytotoxicity all our finished product batches. Thank you for your attention.